LinkedIn content marketing, and I'm going to share my ultimate LinkedIn content marketing strategy with you right now. What's up, everybody? It's Prouty, and for the last 23 years, I have had thousands of paying clients come to me to help them wildly grow their businesses. These are people who can impact lives and simply want to profit doing something that they love. So I help them do that, but not in a way like you might think. You're here watching this video to learn how to get new clients into your business. I create training like this every single week. If you'd like to jump the line and get this training before anyone else, now is the time to subscribe to this channel. I love content marketing because I love creating content and I love to watch the results that it brings into my business. In fact, content marketing, I would say, is the #1 source for clients that come into my mentorship where I do people's marketing with them. And LinkedIn is a great place to explore content marketing because it allows you to get your message out in front of a very targeted audience and lets you build relationships with the exact right people. So today I'm going to show you my LinkedIn content marketing strategy so that you can start following it, and I hope you get a ton of clients when you do this. You ready? Let's get into this. The very first thing that I do is research. Now, I've talked about this in other videos. I like to use AI assistants to do some research for me. So I will use AI. I use Jasper as my AI tool, and I will put some inputs into the AI to do some research. What I'm typically looking for is, what are my clients looking for right now? What are my prospects asking right now? What are they curious about? What do they want to know more of? You see, my job is to create educational content and then help my clients deploy that in their own businesses. I have a done with you model when I do that. So knowing what my clients are looking for is very important to me. So research is the very first step in my content marketing strategy. Once I do the research, it's important to predict what's coming next. It's not enough for me to do what's happening right now. I want to understand what's happening right now and how that relates to what's happening next. So the second phase of my content marketing strategy is to make some predictions about what's happening right now and how that affects what's happening in the near and distant future. Once I've done my research and I've made those predictions, it's time to synthesize. And it's time to take everything that I've learned and synthesize it into information that can be deployed to my clients. Once I understand the information that can be deployed to my clients, I can start to create content for my prospects that demonstrates what I'm doing with my clients and shows them the transformation that they can have if they start to do the same things. This is important because we're using content marketing to attract clients to our businesses. So if I can showcase what's working with my clients to my prospects are more likely to become clients. Next, it's all about creating the content. And I'm a big fan of long-form content. That might be long-form written content, long-form video, kind of like what you're watching right now. It could be a newsletter or an article or a blog article on my website. Whatever it is, I start to create the long-form content that educates about the things that I've researched and made predictions on. The next step in content marketing for me is to take my long-form content, whether it's video or written, and splinter off small pieces that I can deploy to various social platforms and use those as feeder engines to my long-form content. So I'll create reels and shorts, other short-form pieces of content, small posts, and I'll deploy those across my socials so that when people see them, they are then directed to the long-form content. What I'm doing is trying to create mass movement from social platforms through small form content, short form content, and bring them to my long form content, which is then going to educate them and show them that I can help them with their marketing. With all this content being produced and being shown everywhere, there's going to be audience interaction. People are going to like, comment, share, and it's important for me to then interact with them. And that's a part of my content marketing strategy, which is interacting with my audience. And after all of this has happened, I now have a tremendous amount of feedback. What content did I create that people loved? What content did they write a lot of comments or send me a lot of messages on? What content actually helped people? And what content fell flat? I'm going to take that feedback and I'm going to use that to help guide me on the kind of content to create next. And finally, I take all of this information and I loop it right back into the research phase, because this is a never-ending life cycle, a never-ending process that I'm able to now flywheel by taking what I learned from the the initial batch of content that I created and apply it to the next content that I've created. In fact, this video that you're watching right now is the result of that kind of feedback, because I receive messages from people asking me for a step-by-step strategy on how to create a content marketing strategy like this one. So this is the result of that. You're watching it in action. And I'm going to give you one tip that's going to help you more than anything else. I'll give that to you in just a moment. Before I do, if any of this resonated with you and you would like a new strategy for attracting clients from social media, please go to proutyclass.com, please, because I made this workshop to teach you a strategy that you can deploy today in getting clients into your business. You can start watching the moment you hit that page. So proutyclass.com is where you're going to find that. My biggest tip for you is this: consistent effort over time is going to produce the results that you're looking for. So creating a strategy is great, but you've got to apply that strategy, and you've got to apply it consistently over time. So commit to me right now. In fact, don't even commit to me. Commit to yourself right now that you're going to create a content marketing strategy, and you're going to deploy it, and you're going to deploy it with consistency over time, a long period of time. Fall in love with the journey, and the destination will just happen for you. Wow, we got a little metaphysical there, didn't we? But that's true. Fall in love with the journey, and the destination will happen for you. And while what I just taught you is incredibly important, it might not be the only thing you need right now. YouTube thinks this video is going to help you, so you should probably check that out. But before you do, click on my face so that you get first access to every new training I create.